for me.
Triss could not help Geralt, yet she did direct him to Kareem Tilly, an Oneromancer and an expert at finding the lost and the missing. Guided by Kareem Tilly, the Witcher had a dream. In it, Ciri and I, the bard Dandelion, were reunited. Geralt now knew that to find Ciri, he would first need to find his dear old friend.
Greetings. Come to look over my spring collection, perhaps?
Glad to take a glance at what you got.
Of course, please do. If anything chafes or pinches, I can alter it on the spot.
So...
Wonderful. Geralt of Rivia, Witcher. White Wolf, they call you?
You stand accused of offending religious sentiment. We've orders to take you in for interrogation. Surrender your weapons.
This is a misunderstanding. But fine, take them. Though I'll need a receipt. Wouldn't want to lose anything.
Yeah, drawing it up for you now.
Remember the preacher who spoke of witches and witchers? A man you humiliated before his faithful. He asked that we administer a sacrament on his behalf. Your last rites.
Let's dance. Excuse me. I'm looking for Marabella.
I am she. Wait outside. Class is in session.
I'll wait.
It won't take long. It turns out he'll not come.
one's got
My uncle's in the circus because he
got a
can swallow
monster under
swords.
me bed.
Can you?
Will you help? My dad is a witch hunter and chases old
Eeny,
crones.
meeny, miny, mo. Catch a witcher by the toe. If he sees you, let him go. Run away and don't be slow.
Now can we talk?
Yes. What do you want?
I know you saw Dandelion recently.
Oh, yes. Longest afternoon of my life.
He read you his poems.
No. We perused the illustrated guide to fungi.
Maybe... No. Won't even try to guess why he wanted to do that.
Mold. That was his interest. When his hand abandoned my knee to point at a figure of penicillium, I knew the fire between us had died. Permanently.
Found a poem Dandelion wrote about you. Portrayed you as an unusually talented individual.
Really? Did he mention my poetry? Horses have always fascinated me. I've always longed to extol their noble beauty. Did you see any of my work at Dandelions? Mere exercises, true, but I'd be curious to know what you thought of them.
No. Didn't see any.
Gee up! Her snakely whip rose skyward. Jee-haw! Crack! She reined the beast in. The stallion danced betwixt her thighs. Lather bathed its chinny chin.
Sorry, don't know much about poetry. See Dandelion after the fungus incident?
No. I even considered granting him another chance. His heart of hearts is pure gold. He simply needs a bit more discipline in his life. But he never came back to see me. So I thought if it's done, it's done.
Thanks for your help. Farewell.
Stop it!
I like rain. Keeps the roads indoors.
This Baronet's La Vallette's villa.
Shouldn't interest you. The Baroness don't mingle with just anyone.
Don't worry. I'm here to see her chambermaid, Molly.
Out of the way. Baroness is riding out. Be gone.
Geralt of Rivia at my doorstep? Surely this is no chance encounter?
Greetings, Baroness. Greetings, General. You're right. I'm here for a reason.
There's no mistaking you. But for etiquette's sake, Mary Louisa La Valette, an Imperial General and a Witcher meet. And know each other. Surprising.
We've met before.
And how? Imagine this, Louisa. The Emperor desired a chat with the Witcher. I, too, was fortunate enough to meet him then.
So Geralt of Rivia now works for Emperor Emir. Interesting. Has Var Emry sent you to rid Novigrad of monsters?
Looking for a girl named Molly. Heard she works here.
My maidservant. I'm afraid she's currently at the home of my dear friend Patricia Vegelbud.
Perhaps Geralt could accompany us. He could speak with Molly at the races.
Is that something you'd consider, Witcher? Care to partake of some sophisticated diversion?
Well, if Molly'll be there.
On our way, then. We've arrived.
My father owned a similar estate in Bruges. As a young girl, I'd travel there often to ride.
Shall we look at the horses? Do you like horses, Geralt?
I guess so. Called every horse I've had Roach.
The grey mare is Cantarella, sired by Kahir, the champion from Vol.
Grey's a nice color. For horses, too.
My coin's on the Black Stallion, Nemrod, purest Nilfgaardian stock.
Surprised he didn't salute you, General. Know anything about the Chestnut or the Bay?
The Chestnut is Thunderbolt, a pure-blood Retanian, gallant steed, but too headstrong for my taste, difficult to control. And the Bay hails from Zerrikania. Lord de Volte acquired him recently. I know little about him, though Zerrikanians are reputed to have incredible stamina.
Is Molly a horse?
Pardon?
I did come here to see Molly, after all.
Patience, Witcher. She ought to arrive soon. I asked Molly to join us as soon as she was done with her chores. She shouldn't be long now.
All depends what you asked her to do, milady. But I don't really have a choice. I'll wait. Seem to know your horses.
No is not the word. Morvrand's a true expert.
I find them to be far more honest than men. Must say, I'm curious how you manage in the saddle, Witcher.
Mostly just try to stay in it.
What would you say to a little race?
Not what I came here for.
Don't make me beg, Witcher. Tell you what, win, and I shall give you my finest saddle. Made in Nilfgaard proper of beautifully tanned leather.
Why not? Wouldn't mind seeing if your knowledge of horses translates into riding skills.
Well said. So, which steed do you choose, Witcher?
Heard tales of Zerrikanian horses. I'll ride the Bay.
I'll not ride with you, but I shall bet on a steed. Nemrod will win, no matter the rider.
Cantarella for me, then. I see no point in delaying this. Let's begin.
Riders, ready!
I adore the speed, the rush of air.
Faster.
Don't spare the horse. I adore the speed, the rush of air. Don't spare the horse! I adore the speed, the rush of air. Come on, Witcher! Let's see what you're made of! I adore the speed, the rush of air!
What a thrill! A beautiful victory!
Thanks.
For one for whom every horse is a roach, you carry yourself exquisitely in the saddle. My congratulations. That is yours.
Now, could I talk to your chambermaid, milady?
Ah, yes, Molly. That is why you came here after all. The portly young woman. That's her.
Speak to her. And you must find us when you're ready to return to Novigrad. We'd be delighted to join you for the journey.
Another drifter in from Temeria.
Yes?
I'm Molly, my lord. Wish to see me?
Call me Geralt.
Geralt? That Geralt? The one Dandelion's rescued time and time again?
Mm-hmm. Wouldn't be here if not for Dandelion.
Told me all about your adventures. How he'd ready you for battle with his songs. How he tamed the Karen by playing his lute.
I meant that literally. Dandelion's why I'm here. Came to ask you about him. Know where he might be?
No. Sadly, I haven't got a clue. We've not seen each other in ages. The Baroness don't approve of our acquaintance. Says Dandelion's a good-for-nothing layabout. Can you imagine? But... or maybe his sister could help you. Such a nice girl.
Any chance you remember your last conversation with Dandelion?
Of course. He came to borrow some coin for a barge.
What? Why do you need a barge?
To take me on a romantic cruise of the canals by the light of the moon. Said there'd be strawberries and that wine with the bubbles, and he'd sing me arias. But I've not seen him since.
You do realize Dandelion doesn't have a sister?
Sure he does. Saw him himself. Funny, she don't look like him at all. Blonde, for starters. Maybe they've different fathers.
Mm-hmm. Different mothers, too.
Maybe. But you could see he cares for her. Looks after her. The way he carried her packages and...
Know where I can find her, Dandelion's sister?
I know. Whenever I ask Dandelion when we visit her, he'd grow all quiet and then change the subject.
Thanks, Molly.
Wait. Before you go, I've got a request. Dandelion told me once he'd show me his etchings, but he never did. And I'd so like to see them.
Won't be too hard to convince him. He loves showing off those etchings to anyone he can.
Oh, that's wonderful! Thanks. And good luck to you on your search.
Geralt, there you are. Shall we return together?
Gladly. It's a long way to Novigrad. Road ought to seem shorter with some company.
I'd say the same. Well then, let's go. And here we are. Thank you for your company.
Likewise. See ya.
Just this morning, my critter came back from the market with news. Some mysterious...
Ah, Geralt. What can I do for you?
Big changes afoot in the Empire.
You've no notion? The Emperor summoned you. He only ever summons with reason. It's clear he seeks his daughter.
You know a lot.
I must. I am my father's son.
What's your father got to do with this?
He is close to the Emperor. And knows the opposition. Knows they press for abdication. Ceding the throne to Cyrilla, it's the best the Emperor can do. But, as is known, an Empress needs an Emperor at her side. My father will ensure the right man is chosen.
Farewell.
So...
Caralho. looking at my stream? Spying on me? I was just thinking that my first impression of him was completely wrong. Actually, he seems like a pretty decent dude. I did not like him at all the first time I met him at the Emperor's court. I mean, I guess he didn't really say anything wrong. He was just curious, but just the way he talks just came off real, like, I don't know. But then the more I talk to him, I see it's just the way he is. But he seems pretty nice and friendly. After all, I just made a bet with him and took his saddle. Yeah.
What do you want?
Please, just talking over the Empire individuals.
Rosavar Atra's expecting me. Supposed to give her lessons in swordplay.
Come with me. Miss Rosa awaits.
What level are you now?
Won't you realise what you've got yourself into?
Hope so too.
Miss Rosa's got a downright beastly temper. Shows no mercy once she grips a sword.
Yeah, this is stuff I don't remember at all, so all of this is something I never did on my previous playthrough. Pretty much like the point where you go to the end to look for a dandelion. Or no, the house. When you go to the house that's supposed to be haunted. That part was on there.
So did you do that? Did you complete that quest yet?
Yeah, did the haunting with the godling, and then I went and
So that was all Sarah?
yeah. Which I did not like her character compared to the other one.
To what's his face? What's the other godling's name?
I can't remember.
I feel like you should know this.
It was Sarah and
like
Johnny. This reminds me of Fallout.
What reminds you of Fallout?
Johnny. Yeah.
Who was Johnny in Fallout?
It's just a song I would constantly be playing. Like, he did it again, my Johnny. Like, oh, Johnny.
One of the songs on the radio?
Let's see, Fallout, Johnny. Johnny Guitar is the name of it. Let's see, right here. Well, I'll start playing it, you'll hear it.
We were watching this like bot, now we're just watching some Witcher videos.
Play the guitar.
She didn't realize who Geralt was.
Play it again.
Oh.
Wait, that's Geralt?
My Johnny. Maybe you're cold,
I don't remember this song from the game.
but you're so warm.
Vegas.
I didn't play Vegas that much. Even though that was considered like the best one, right?
I was
I
always
don't know which one's considered the best one, honestly. I'm trying to think of which one I like the most.
I want to say the story of that one was
for the one they call Johnny Guitar.
Gotcha.
Thank you, baby.
Grab a wooden one. And take care not to hurt the little beast. You'll earn the ambassador's ire. Follow me.
You're my new instructor? Well, well, Papa clearly went out of his way this time. Wood, to start with. I must know your worth.
That used to see in it, team was problem. That's good. You know, for a while, I wasn't sure if it was eligible. Yeah.
Ratted! You're quick!
Lost your nerve?
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Are we on this again? Gotta be making mistakes, man.
Damn it! Well fought. You're much better than the last one.
I'm not actually your swordplay instructor.
Really? Then who are you? And how on earth did you get in?
I'm a witcher. I'm looking for...
A witcher? That's splendid. I always wanted to meet a witcher. This is so exciting.
What's so exciting about it?
Living on the edge. Tracking, then facing down beasts. Sleeping under the stars. Oh, it must be wonderful.
Try fighting a Zoogle while up to your neck in sewage. Nothing quite like it.
Not one of the high points, I suppose. Wait, weren't you about to ask me something?
I have no idea.
Before I ask, gotta admit, you do pretty well with a sword. One pointer. Don't expose your left flank when you dodge.
Oh, I know. Terrible habit. Can't seem to get rid of it. I'd hoped to find someone in Novigrad who could help me to do so. But don't you dare try to dazzle me with advice. Already admitted you're not here to give me lessons.
Came to ask about your rhetoric tutor, Dandelion.
Rhetoric tutor? Good one. That is why Papa hired him, but not at all what the bard had in mind. He mostly played his lute and sang for us. I believe he thought he was wooing.
Mean he wasn't? But you had some sort of relationship?
If you call him chasing after me a relationship. Even so, there was nothing between us. Seems my sisters had a bit of fun at our expense. But enough chatter. Stand and fight. I demand a rematch.
Come on, come closer.
Why bother with two swords when you can barely handle one?
Can't assume her gender, Bobby. It's 2017.
Damn it! Well, if you're not an instructor, you should certainly be one. Fancy giving me a few private lessons?
Is that blood all over her?
Can't rightly refuse a request from a lady.
What are you two lovebirds whispering about? You asked about my relationship with Dandelion? Well, here's the mix-up's mastermind. Edna var Atra, the greatest mischief maker north or south of the Yaruga.
Are they twins?
Wait a minute.
So do I
Mean to
think.
say
I think she is a
Dandelion
card.
mixed you two up?
On
Could be wrong.
occasion, yes. But then Rosa would quickly set him straight. If you'd shut your catty mouth for a moment, dear little sister, I could explain. Edna sent Dandelion some love letters. She signed my name. Conceited as he is, naturally he fell for it. I was left to repel the aging bard's advances. Rosa, I had the best of intentions, you know that. I felt you needed help taking the first step. You blushed every time he sang a ballad. He'll next sing at your funeral if you don't stop it right now.
Calm down, ladies. No poet's worth two sisters nipping at each other's throats.
Especially not this one.
Listen, I just want to know one thing. Either of you seen Dandelion lately?
Edna might have. I certainly have not. My dear sister, I would never spend time alone with a man for whom you burn with a secret passion. Burn with passion? For one who incessantly praises another woman's talents? Afraid I've more sense than that.
Bet sophisticated young ladies like you know a bunch about politics.
We've picked up a few things. What would you like to know?
Emperor continuing to push north. Courtiers must be ecstatic.
His confidants must be. But Papa says that's not likely to last much longer.
Why not?
Papa says the war's disrupting trade, and people are tired of financing the Emperor's adventures.
Wonder how the war's going. Any outcome looming?
Papa says much depends on Radovid, and on who captures Novigrad first.
What's Novigrad got to do with it? Free city, never taken sides, always stayed out of conflicts.
Oh, even children know Novigrad's home to the world's largest fleet. And they say the city's treasury is bursting with enough to equip 2 armies.
Changing subjects. Dandelion act any different lately? Notice anything strange?
Strange? Not really. It's no use, Geralt. She's so enamored she'd hardly notice if he turned into a werewolf. Edna, what? You needn't pretend he followed convention. Remember when he took us to the cemetery?
Rhetoric lessons in a cemetery. Unusual even for Dandelion.
We set out to visit the graves of celebrated Oxenford professors. He ended up quizzing us about Margrave Henkel.
Who?
Eccentric old coot. Died recently. He'd apparently been an important and generous patron of the arts as a young man.
Who'd Dandelion sing about? Know anything about her?
I believe she's a poetess, or Trebaritz. Very skilled and exceptionally talented, of course.
This woman. Not a local, right?
I seem to remember him praising her melodious Kaviri accent. Makes sense. He referred to her as Kalonetta a few times. Bizarre names are common in Kavir.
Gotta ask Zoltan about this Kalonetta. Been a pleasure, but I've got stuff to take care of.
Exceedingly nice to meet you. Please come again. Well, can I expect any more lessons in future?
Sorry, changed my mind.
Awfully convincing, miss. Wonder where you learned it. Name the time and place.
House here, tomorrow. Same time as today.
See you then.
See you, Master Witcher.
She asked me, so what about some more private lessons or something like that? And then the first option was like, nope, change my mind, bye. Something like that.
Okay, Swex. KSN?
The female who likes to practice with swords? Because she likes swordplay? She's a hoe. Why wouldn't someone who's interested in swordplay want to learn from the best? Yeah, she wants some private lessons from someone who's really good with the sword. And Geralt of Rivia is known for his swordplay.
Keeps muting it and unmuting it.
Just rob everything. Take everything I can.
in love with her.
It's doing a little bit better. 3,700.
Oh, that's pretty good.
It's the most I've ever had. But I'm sure it'll all disappear once I get to like some new vendor.
Sick of it all.
Mum, where are ya?
She misses who?
Help, save me.
Sword. Oh.
Oh!
You've mistaken me for...
Leave him alone.
And who might you be? Temple guard undercover?
I don't know. I started going back to school.
Call me an admirer of law and order.
Made a mistake coming to this town, then.
You're making the mistake. Leave him alone.
And if we don't?
Forget my degree.
This man's not worth your efforts. His shop's drowning in debt.
You're right. Even looks like a pauper.
I beg to differ.
My teeth.
Don't even know why I bothered the bugger. My apologies, and fare thee well.
I, gotta go brush my teeth.
Go home, merchant, and try not to come round here anymore.
I will. I mean, I won't. I mean, both, yes. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, well.
Monsieur Sultan, old bum. What's this? I've even drunk a water. Naughty bum. Now repeat. Savory.
The mutations from becoming the Witcher. The potions you have to drink, I think. That's why people can tell who a Witcher is.
Nose is too small.
Really wish they would make candles be a different button. Really wish that lighting candles would be a different button. I think they changed the priority, maybe. With who?
Logan.
Old man Logan.
Ah, you're back. You met Poppy? She ought to start talking any day now.
That Field Marshal Duda's replacement? The Marshal was a parrot, you do remember, right? Where'd you get her?
At auction. Some mage's estate went under the hammer. Witch hunters and the Eternal Fire joined forces, staked out his place and rounded the sorry sap up, put his things up for sale. Happened to be passing by and saw this out. Came with her own cage.
How could you resist?
Could they? 'Tweren't possible. Ah, but dandelions what matters now. So, how'd you do? Learn much?
Tell me what you've got first.
A few bruises and a torn doublet. Otherwise, not much I note. He wasn't staying with any of them. I've not seen hiding or hair of him in ages. All I learned was a few of Dandelion's pickup lines. Dubious worth.
Let's hear him. I'm all ears.
I know how he wooed a lass studying natural history. Asked her about the habits of trolls. You know where he went with the cook from the Passiflora? The Oxenford-Novigrad Road, which is just now being repaired. Made her stare for hours as labourers crushed boulders into cobblestones, trying to pass it off as a romantic outing. I don't know about human woman, but that would bore a dwarven lass to tears. He's growing old, that poet of ours.
Maybe. Or maybe he did all that for a reason.
Sounds like you found something out.
Women on my list hadn't seen Dandelion in a while. All claimed he had been acting strange. Also mentioned he'd been seeing someone else. Thing is, Mystery Woman wasn't on my list.
What's she supposedly like, this lass?
Blonde, from Kovir. A Troberits, apparently. Named Kalanetta or something like that.
That makes it clear as crystal. It's
I
Aye.
guess it really
Must
just
be
depends whether I take summer classes and if I keep taking 2 a semester. I might be able to finish that within a year or 2.
Why wasn't she on the list?
This Priscilla wasn't like the others. I think Dandelion more than fancied her, filled with fervour.
He lusts after every other woman he meets.
How can I explain? Who does Dandelion love most?
Himself.
Exactly. And she's his mirror image.
What can I say? Could be he finally met his match.
She's his match, all right. Maybe more. Laddie's head's on fire. Lassie's got him whirling.
All right. Guess we gotta talk to her.
Priscilla works for the Mummers troupe. Reynard and the Foxen. Whenever they're in town, she performs nightly at the Kingfisher.
Oh, is this
Mean
that
we've been
card?
sentenced to an evening of poetry.
Must you always? This
Because there's a card that looks like a female version of Dandelion, like playing a lute. I think she's a silver? Maybe she's a silver?
She's a gold.
She's a gold? Random units
I
by
need
3.
something for an aching belly.
The thinking.
It's only 12.
The
I
best
guess it doesn't
stock
have to
in
be in the
all
same row.
Novigrad. No need to push, enough for all
That plus whatever her
Very good.
like the base value is. I feel like it's not that high though.
Let me have.
Yeah, like a 4 or 6.
Ow!
Wait, what? Why is everyone screaming?
My belly. Eternal fire, how it hurts.
What's the chick? Priscilla, the Kalanetta.
Ooh.
Let's leave now, Warlock.
I'm gonna work once again.
Let's leave now, Warlock.
Shall give you a copper.
Ah!
Oh.
Here already. Come on, let's find some arse rests. Should start soon.
These scars long have yearned for your tender caress, to bind our fortunes. Damn what the stars own. Rend my heart open, then your love profess, a winding, weaving fate to which we both atone. You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. The wolf I will follow into the storm, to
Something that was
find
different, but it was the very
your
first thing I started thinking of.
its passion displaced by our ever-growing, hardening into stone. Amidst the cold, to hold you in a heated embrace. You flee, my dream come the morning.
I was like, first I was thinking, is this one of Dandelion songs about Jennifer and Geralt?
To dream
I think it might be.
raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep. I know not if fate would have us live as one, or if by love's blind chance we've been bound. The wish I whispered when it all began, did it forge a love you might never have found? You flee, my dream come the morning. Your scent, berries tart, lilac sweet. To dream of raven locks and twisted, stormy, of violet eyes glistening as you weep.
I did. White Wolf himself.
I know him! 'Twas him murdered some Temerian boys back in White Orchard.
Silence, woman. We've come to hear music.
A murderer? There's a war on. Some die.
Oh, please, argue this out elsewhere.
Squabbles and rows again. And I was told this was a decent establishment.
If I know Geralt, he risked his noggin to save someone else's arse.
Save, you say? He murdered folk.
Yeah.
Don't let him provoke you.
There's the door. Settle this outside.
Come. I wish to listen to music. Music!
Cultural capital of the world? The fuck it is.
Permit me to introduce this here's Priscilla, known also as Calinetta. As lovely as she is talented. And this
is Geralt of Rivia, I know. Dandelion's told me a great deal about you, and I've listened with bated breath. Don't be surprised. After all, doubt I could think of a more fitting subject for a ballad than a witch's love for a sorceress. Or should I say, sorceresses.
Seems Dandelion was meticulous in telling my story, down to personal and insignificant details. Did he offer anything about himself, like where he was going?
Splendid. Very funny, truly. So, see you later. Not here. Come with me.
I was like, she going all Jenny on me.
There a reason for all this sneaking
so
around?
what's it called?
An excellent one. When
Whatever
last I
his name
saw
was.
Dandelion, he told me he was planning a heist. Siggy Reuben's vault.
One second.
And I've not seen him since.
Dragon Age, the Friends of Red Jenny. It's like she's personality suddenly shifted into that chick, and she just started busting out laughing.
I forgot about her.
Reuven, what's he like?
Tall, fat, dangerous as hell.
Oh, wow.
Limp in his gait. Left leg.
Sounds like a lame rock troll.
If trolls were devilishly intelligent and had a flair for crime, yeah, I'd agree.
Dandelion breaking into a vault. I'd sooner expect him to choose a life of celibacy.
True. Forgot to pay for his way into Passaflora once. Made awake the next 3 nights worrying about it.
Any idea what got into him? He have debts he needed to pay off?
Claimed he was helping someone. Urgent matter that couldn't wait, he said.
This someone, Dandelion mentioned their name?
No. But if I know Dandelion, it's her name he failed to mention. As he failed to mention her slender waist and ample bosom.
Let me guess. Attempted heist was a failure.
Well, he's not driven up in a gilded carriage laden with jewels, so I should think so. I've asked after him everywhere, but it seems an army of tongue-stealing cats has overrun the city. I learned only that he raised a ruckus at Whoreson Jr.'s lair. Then Whoreson's men chased him all over town.
Whoreson Jr. Doesn't ring a bell.
Biggest prick in Novigrad. Not literally, but...
Got it. You're not a fan. But what did he do to you?
Try the whole town. He's one of 4 bosses who control the city's underworld. The others being Siggy Reuven, Carlo the Cleaver Varese, and the King of Beggars.
The rascal. At least they didn't cross the church as well. Bring that venerable institution into it. We'd be in deep then.
Here I go again, rushing to Dandelion's rescue. He ought to pay me a salary.
Whoever he is, I sincerely doubt he's in the mood for jokes. Nor am I, in fact.
Relax, I'll get him out of this. Gotta talk to this Whoreson first. And Siggy Reuven. Know where I might find them?
I don't know about Whoreson, but Reuven runs a bathhouse. Careful, though. He's a dangerous character.
So am I.
I don't doubt it. But Dandelion's not. I beg you to hurry up. Let me know as soon as you learn anything.
Well, bugger all to do here. Heading back to the Rosemary. Got Poppy to feed. And then I suppose I'll wait. See if our warbler don't come home on his own. Take care now.
Well, I think there was one more thing after this that I started.
Gotcha, so close to where you were?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just the lowest level quest I have, so I started doing it. I didn't want to outlevel the main quest.
Yeah.
Geralt!
Tell me, you and Dandelion, how'd you meet?
At a poetry tourney in Ellender. Naturally, I'd already heard much about Master Dandelion. And it proved true. At first, I thought him a bloated, narcissistic buffoon.
Just at first.
Well, only cows don't change their minds. I changed mine when he came to congratulate me. Never expected he could lose so graciously. Dandelion can be irritating, I shan't deny it. Yet, I also know he can be fair and noble at times. Well, I very much doubt I could bear to have him around were it not so.
I see. I get it. Take care now.
Why you no play Gwent?
Yes?
Count Kurt Dysart.
Are you here regarding the contract?
Wanted to hire a witcher, didn't you?
I did, but not just any vagabond. One hears all manner of stories about the lunatics of the School of the Cat. Which do you belong
to? School of the Wolf.
Ah, yes. A good one. I knew a witcher of this school. Barnabas? No. So his name would begin with a B. Never mind. To the matter at hand. Not long past, I acquired an estate east of Novigrad. I got it on the cheap, you see. The seller was very keen to be rid of it. Now, I've learned the building is said to be haunted.
Goes to explain the seller's urgency.
I do not believe in ghosts. It is that simple. But my men say the house shakes at night. Walls crumble, while even the floors move about. Is there anything to be done? A remedy for this?
Is that the quest you did already?
Fine. I'm willing to investigate. How do I get there?
An orchard adjoins the property. The house itself you should recognize easily. Cracks cover its walls. Here's the key. And good luck.
Good sir.
My wife's mum's an old succubus. Drains my will to live.
Seeking to get drunk, sir.
I was seeking to get you drunk, but I believe I shall stop coming here.
Why? Even before
How can I be of service?
What are you serving today? See you later.
They did indeed fluff about
That's
the
our
yard.
piss,
Now,
Richard.
really,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's go back to the same building.
What's he doing here?
Yeah, I ended up trading it out with by the third round anyway. I didn't use haven't been able to had an opportunity to use it.
Because you haven't had 3 people on board.
Anybody there? Open up.
What's the fuss? The bathhouse is closed.
Need to talk to the owner. I know he's here.
I'm not sure that matters, as he's terribly busy.
Busy? With what?
Entertaining important guests.
In that case, tell him there's another one at the door. Geralt of Rivia. And I'm not leaving till I see him.
Very well, I shall try. Please wait.
Siguruvin cordially invites you to join him. I'm happy. The meeting is in the baths. We will pass through the dressing room so you can leave your clothes.
Let's go.
You make this robe here. Your equipment will be safe.
I mean, I don't know who I did in that as this guy, as Geralt. You know who would make a good Geralt?
Splendid! Siguruvin awaits in the next room.
The actors come to mind. I can't think of any like off the top.
No. I don't know. There's so many hard people, or so many. Or it's hard to figure someone out. Nobody really has his look, but maybe you could go with. I mean, because he's supposed to be older too. Maybe someone like Brad Pitt?
Brad Pitt?
Or...
I could probably see that. He's supposed to be charming.
He's older, you know, like Brad Pitt's getting up there now, so...
Yeah.
Could probably pull off the facial hair and stuff.
I just like, we just watched one of the videos, or 2 of the videos, and the vampire bite on his neck from that trailer.
What trailer?
I don't know what the name of the trailer is off the top of my head, but it's the one where he fights the vampire in the, like, barn.
The vampire? Like the Striga thing, the one that turns back into a chick at the end? Like
Yeah.
he hides in the tomb? That one or no?
No.
That not the intro to the second game, right?
No, this was the trailer, one of the trailers for the third one.
Oh, okay. I don't think I've seen it.
Oh, really?
Nice bump you have.
You always wear tight. He doesn't blush.
Bits to yourself.
Why does that person look like Trish? Does she look like Trish?
She does, kind of.
I mean, maybe she has one too many freckles, but that looks like Trish.
She have a scar, or is that no? That's just her hair.
Ah!
It does look like Trish.
Especially from the sides, I guess.
And Junior cut off his hand, then ordered him to shove it up the corpse's arse. And then he sent the body back, offering a hand extended in peace.
I'll take a look at it in a second.
Hello. Lovely.
Gotta collect these plants. Swoogity swoogity. Coming for the mats.
What is that even for?
Did she?
I have no idea.
Care.
I just never doing the same thing. Was that your brother?
There's like a few people I've walked by and I'm like, why do they have my same hairstyle?
Winter dropout?
Hello. Got me break now. Ugh. Got me break now.
That NVIDIA
You
hair
copy,
work.
look, we've got a pay.
Lovely.
Ah! Locked!
You still playing with missile? Going in.
Easy, Cleaver. Orson Jr.'s a dead man. I'll have my scribe send you a notice.
You don't have a scribe. And we'll eliminate Junior when, and only when, all of us say aye.
That big dude in the water, he's one of those cards too.
Reuven, your guest.
The guy with the towel, well, all three of them. The biggest dude. The guy
Why the
who...
fuck you let him in here? Because I want to talk to him. This is Geralt of Rivia.
Pretty
Good
sure
to
he's
see
like
you
pointing at
again.
a board or something with his hand.
As always, I'm out the swiving loop.
Yeah, he's a
Who
gold
the
card,
fuck are you?
I think so.
I'm a witcher. Problems with your plumbing? Nah, it's under control. Geralt's a friend from the old days. Although...
Got intruders. Someone just snuck inside the bathhouse. Several men.
What the fuck's he on about? Plowing fortune teller?
Assassins! Please, no! Ah!
Oh.
Bloody hell. I fucking knew it.
Any weapons tucked away?
Just a few.
This motherfucker pulled out a fucking... What the like a fucking halberd.
First ever party with my prick hanging out. Ah!
Did you get one shot?
Dude clubbed me and I went down fast.
Not just, well, okay, that's kind of weird. I mean, it's not weird. She did it. I feel like, was she doing that before you were saying? Like, when she was
We need one alive! Good work, gents. Terribly sorry for that incident. My security failed. I'll get to the bottom of who, why, and how. They were whoreson scum. That's the bottom of who and how right there.
Don't start that again. Especially not in front of our guest.
Who pranced in right before they attacked. Coincidence? Why do I doubt it? Let's give him a chance to explain.
Not gonna introduce me to your friends?
Good thing Happen's not here. He'd tan the hide on my ass for being so rude. Francis Bedlam you know, but then who's not heard of this patron of the fine arts and supporter of entrepreneurs of limited initial means? And the dwarf's Carlo Veres, known also as Cleaver. Carlo's in entertainment, mostly.
I'm looking for Horson Jr.
Interesting.
What do you want with him?
Junior's gonna help me find someone.
Horson's not helped a soul in all his miserable life.
I'll ask him nicely.
See, Cleaver? Perhaps if you'd not called Junior an uncle fucker and asked him nicely, he'd have showed up today. Gentlemen, you out of your fucking minds? A chat session? Horson's out to get us, and he'll succeed, eventually. We've got to kill him first. So by all means, you sit here, soak, fart, and watch the bubbles rise, while I send my boys to Horson's hidey holes. They'll make some noise, flush the bugger out. And you, geriatric, or whatever your ploughing name is, want to find Horson? Find me first.
It's like inside, if Renee had something just like that, I'd be like, girl. Well, my sister, but her.
Any clue on Junior's whereabouts? Be grateful for any lead.
Siggy? It's worth a try. Geralt's got a knack for finding people. And he's discreet, a value in itself.
Leave you to it, then.
I'll, look in on you tomorrow, Francis. Finish our talk.
So how about we get dressed?
Sure. Then we'll talk. In private. Right mess that was. Never thought I'd be glad to see the man responsible for my taking frequent baths.
If you're any cleaner for it, gotta say it was worth breaking your ankle.
It healed poorly. Can you believe it? I must soak it in hot water at least 6 times a day now. Failing that, it bloody pounds like the bells of Beauclair at dawn.
Sorry to hear that.
You're sorry? Well, consider it resolved then. Now, mind showing some added compassion could mean a miraculous recovery to me.
Listen, Reuven. No, Dijkstra. Just not in the mood for your code names, passwords, and other bullshit. I'm here on specific business. If you want to listen, listen. If not, I'd rather you spared me your wit and threw me out now.
What's the harm? Talk.
Think Cleaver will find Horson?
He might not. But he'll burn down half the city trying. What waste? Leave him to it, I say. Work alone.
Any ideas?
Junior's got areas of the city where he's strong. Penetrate them, look around. But be discreet. None of this speed and fury and swinging your steel cock about.
Your partner's aware of your past? They know you're Sigismund Dijkstra, former head of Redanian intelligence?
Cleaver, Bedlam and Junior. Well, I'd call them my partners if we built a mill to grind flour for the folk of nearby hamlets. But we just need to stay out of each other's ways. Agree from time to time. That doesn't make us partners. Do they know who I am? Was. Bedlam, sure. The others most likely suspect. But we just don't talk about it.
Who's Radovid?
No need to.
That's the second leader of the, Northern Realms? No, of the Imperial.
I'd have to see him. I mean, his name is familiar.
He's the one that has the double lock.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't think I've seen him in here.
Is he your leader? I think he's your leader, right? Well, the North Guard?
Yeah, he's the North Guard leader. No, aren't you North Guard?
No, I'm North Guard. Northern Realms. Northern
Yeah.
Realms, North Guard.
So yeah, I think he's the Northern Realms.
Yeah, Northern Realms has
Pretty clear you and Bedlam don't want a war with Junior. Why?
has that double lock.
Let me tell you what I told King Vizimir time and time again. War doesn't solve any problems. It breeds trouble. Trouble you then have to solve by other means. Make no mistake, someone's behind Horson's actions. I'll not end him until I know who.
I feel like you're in like the northern, the North Guard area. You probably won't see me then, because aren't they at war?
Yeah, I believe the two sides are at war with each other. Not that I know of. All I've been seeing is your people.
Makes sense to ask around, I guess. Junior might be in hiding, but he's got to be collecting income. Couldn't afford to cut himself off.
Gambling, that's his big earner. Junior controls the largest casino in town. I'll never forget. Hierarch Hemmelfart raised all kinds of hallowed hell there once. Bugger bet and lost his ruby ring.
I want to say that was a Witcher too.
Then there's the arena in the city's bowels. Betting scheme generates near as much as the casino. They're always looking for hired muscle there. Suppose you could always search Horson's house, though I doubt you'll find him there. Maybe some clue, though.
Yeah, it's the second one. I think he was underneath Faltus, but he's dead.
Who, Roach? Roach died in the second one?
Faltus, the king.
Spoilers. Prequel spoilers. Faltus was killed by Leo, right? The other Witcher?
God, yo, it's real hard.
I don't know. I don't recall how Faltus died, because I mean, you were working with him like for a while. I thought.
You were working with, well, yeah, Geralt was working with them, but everybody turned on Geralt because they thought, because he was killed by a Witcher.
Yeah, and they thought he did it.
Yeah.
Arena sounds promising. Where's that?
Sewers beneath Gildorf, but you'll have to enter through the pits, endure the stench of poverty and murder. Now, Junior loves a good fight. Wager he'd give a lot to see a real Witcher in action.
But it's a gold card that can be used as a spy. And he absorbs the strength. He gets rid of, like he banishes the characters that he absorbs. He absorbs, I don't know if it's everybody to the left and right or just it's the people adjacent to him.
I think it's just the ones adjacent.
But how do you use that as a spy?
Mentioned Horson's got a house. Where is it?
Solid townhouse on Temple Isle, just on the other side of the bridge.
Like his power.
Wouldn't wager me knickers on finding it there. Junior's not that stupid.
Right. So you mean, why can't you just...
He banishes the two people and takes their power.
Oh, because he probably has some card. I would assume there must be another card that'll pull the spy back or something. Or maybe not, but he turns into one when you play him on the other side. So maybe the point is just to get rid of whatever effects they have, not so much to get rid of the numbers. So he's like I think he's like 10 or 11 on your side. You play him on the opposing side, he turns into a 1 and eats the things to the left and right.
But he would still take the power though, right? Like that would be kind of broken if
he only takes their numbers.
Right.
But he doesn't take the resilience or anything else they have, the armor or...
Gotcha.
You know, if there's some card on there that's doing something that you don't like the horse, you know, it's a way to lock a card, basically.
Gotcha. Glock and delete, so they can't... Oh, also, so like the Vikings or whatever...
Can't resurrect it, yeah. Like, it's... Just gets rid of the two cards.
Okay, I can see that one.
Where's Junior's casino?
Near the Temple Watch Towers. Horston's got nought to do with the casino officially, so careful what you say. Try not to arouse any suspicions.
See if I can't find Horson at the casino or the arena. Might talk to Cleaver as well, though.
Do what you will. Just be cautious. Horston's expecting payback, I've no doubt.
I don't remember the response, but
thanks for your help, Dijkstra.
Just go, Witcher. And if you can't find the slimy bastard, come and see me. I know him well. Might figure something out.
I'm
From
back.
master spy to master criminal. Interesting progression.
Why? Truth be told, they're awfully similar. Both about maintaining a net of informers, being tough in negotiations, bribing officials, the occasional assassination. Same old shit.
Yeah, except you used to do that in the name of some ideal. And now?
Now I've decided I've slaved enough for ideals. It's time I worked for myself. And thus far, it's been going rather well.
You in contact with Radovid?
See, you're as witty as ever. No, I'm not in contact with him. I prefer it remained that way.
Never quite forgave you for conspiring with Philippa Eilhart?
Radovid doesn't forgive. Not anything. Not anyone. And especially not the sorceress of the lodge.
Philippa Eilhart. Had any news?
Just good.
Meaning?
After Radovid popped her eyes out, she disappeared without a trace. If I've any luck, she's finally eating dirt.
Thought you two were close.
We were, until Philippa sent assassins after me.
Ever play Gwent?
I do. Gwent's like politics, just more honest. Care for a game against an old master?
Yeah, let's play.
Back on that Gwent, huh?
Back Gwent.
It looks so different.
Indeed it does. It is some foglets or something, I don't know. What? Are you serious? Okay. This guy's going a little ham.
The score's to 5. You can still revive them though with we'll go, right? If they don't get banished.
Right.
I never noticed the foglet in the fog.
Again? How many scorches does he have?
Special card, so you can't have more than 6, right? Or silver card.
1, 2, 3.
Wait, no. Bronze card.
Yeah.
Have more than 3.
Oh.
This is the in-game version, not the box. Kind of on the what we play.
bastard can't have another one.
So Zoltan was promoted in the standalone game.
I mean, this
he's
is...
only a copper card in this game. I guess Yitra was too. The golden feathered flint. Oh, that's death mode? Death mode is he's Northern Brown silver card, I think. I think he's like their weather / what you call it, weather on the stick. I think that's death mode.
You'll keep playing, huh?
You're limited to 3 of a certain card in this game, right?
I'll just pass. I don't know. What did he just... Oh. Let's see. What? This guy is going ham.
I don't understand what he just did. Did he clear his own weather?
Yeah. He just played everything he had and still lost. What's up?
I have no idea what he's doing. Still lost by 1 guy.
What's that?
So confused by what that guy just did.
So, where do you think this card?
Oh wow. You don't even give him the card every round. It's fun.
Yeah, no, you don't.
You can buy cards that
Not bad. I see you don't have Esterad Tyson in your deck.
I guess.
Here, he's yours.
Jump shots or whatever.
Thanks. Know anyone else I could win some cards off
And then there's quests to fight, like I think every map has like 3 people who have like good cards, and you gotta fight them for it.
You'll find him beyond the city walls, where the Scoia'tael stragglers have their shanty town.
Yeah.
There was definitely something wrong with what he was doing.
Got a minute?
I do. What do you want?
How many hours are you in now?
Listen, Dandelion's missing. And
Hard to
you
say
might
because
have
I've played it
to
multiple
Same
times, so
thing
my
that happens
hours
to
are
anyone
all
who steps
confused
on
and wrong.
Junior's toes.
Meaning?
He's surrounded by splendid virgins who ply him with sparkling wine and pastries stuffed with nightingale's tongues. Come, Geralt, what you think's happened to him? I reckon he's at the bottom of the Pontar, trussed up with the strings of his own mandolin.
Loot.
Far as I'm concerned, he might as well be rotting down there with a goddamn trombone.
No, that's white tree, something like that.
I'm only on the second map. The first map, like you get to like level 3 or 4, and then the very next map is the one I'm on.
Like the very next map, Velen, is that the whole region?
It's everything. It's got Velen and Novigrad both in it.
Novigrad is the capital?
Velen is something, yeah. Novigrad is just north of the river. There's a river that basically splits into regions.
You wouldn't happen to have a bone to pick with Dandelion, would you?
Of course I do.
You serious?
Dead serious. Dandelion published a sonnet recently. Second stanza, the shit uses paired couplets instead of an inserted rhyme. Surely you understand how deeply offended the poetry lover in me was. The bastard shan't get away with it.
I was being serious.
As am I when I say I have exactly no time to worry about your gigolo boyfriend. Got me own problems. Problems you might be able to help me with. And if you did, why then I might be inclined to ask after Dandelion, establish what happened to him.
I'll get paid on top of that, right?
Nothing for free, eh? Did you bargain this hard when Emma wanted to hire you?
Who told you?
What do you mean, who? Emma did.
Haha.
I could never reveal my sources to you or anyone else. It would be fucking unprofessional. But we've chatted enough. Yeah, I'll pay you. Count on it. So, can I count on you?
Maybe I can help. What do you need?
I'd rather show than tell. Picture's worth 1,000 words and all that tripe. Ah, and you do realise, if you say anything about what you see here to anyone, it'll mean a razor between your ribs.
Figured as much.
Excellent. One last request. Oh, let's call it what it is. A command. Don't draw your sword unless I ask you to.
The Baron's area is in Belmont.
Yes. That's why I was asking if he had finished that like Baron quest line and everything.
Finished it twice, right, Mike?
Yeah, the Bloody Baron stuff, I finished that.
Be so kind as to follow me.
Alright, what the frack did I get myself involved in?
So what happened in Teacher's Lake happened in one of the games?
Yeah, apparently I broke it.
What's your question? If what happened at Cheekstra's Lake happened that occurred during one of the
Bart!
games?
Not again!
Bart.
If it did, it had to be.
Bart, stop that! Now!
Bart, man. Bart makes Ziggy lose joyful.
Beating your head against the wall won't change that.
Bart, huh? Bart, less thinky. Bart, less thinky. Bart, sadler.
Where'd you get the troll?
From Zerrikania. Won him. Card game with a camel merchant.
Your jokes are getting better by the minute.
See me smiling? I'm dead serious.
But I bumpy horses. Hot there.
Oh no, this is the second one I've seen.
But take. Good Ziggy.
Don't seem to have trouble communicating with the troll. Why'd you bring me down here?
One that's guarding some
Take
ships.
note of that hole. We'll come back to it later.
What?
Boats, ships.
You see that door? Vault behind it, until recently filled with Novigrad crowns and countless other valuables.
But God, then boom! Jorfun go!
Translating into common, someone fucking made off with nearly 20 tons of my gold and all the lighter stuff. And you will help me get it back.
Why don't you handle this? Gotta have connections in the underworld. What do you need a Witcher for?
The gold wasn't mine alone. See, I run a members-only savings club, a bank for the initiated. For reasons that should be obvious, I prefer it if my temporary liquidity problems remained private. So I need an outsider.
How do you know you can trust me?
I don't. Counting on your survival instinct. Slip up, and I'll kill you. Feed you to Bart.
But sorry. But job that good.
I don't remember a character enough to...
Fine. I'll help you.
You're not exactly bursting with enthusiasm.
Witcher mutations. They strip us of emotion. I'd be jumping for joy otherwise. All right. Ought to look around. But first, some questions.
Play the top 2 cards in your
I'm all ears.
How much was it all worth? Got an approximate idea?
Why the fuck do you care? Figuring your finder's fee. Don't get your hopes up.
Know you too well for that. Just prefer to know what I'm looking for.
3 crates of Nilfgaardian florins, a chest of emeralds, rubies and topazes, silver candlesticks and platters. I could go on.
Shiny, careful. Oh, God.
Anyone see what happened?
Other than Bart? No. And the vault's location is known only to the treasure's co-owners. Well, and the thieves.
What about upstairs? Anything unusual happen in the bathhouse the day of the break-in?
No. Happen swears it was calm as ever. The usual customers, no incidents. Bloody bucolic.
Take it the thieves got in through the hole behind you.
You're a regular fucking master sleuth. Any other brilliant deductions you want confirmed? The year, maybe? Bloody name of Redania's king?
No, but I am wondering, for instance, how that hole got there.
Oh no. Boom. Hole. Bad look won't go. Bad look no. Only sleep. Bad shrooms. Head full.
On epidemic ensign or thunderbolt potion. She's a legendary, 5 bodies.
Boom. Can you elaborate?
Big. This like.
I'll elaborate. Explosion. Big enough to blow that fucking hole in the wall, separating the vault from the sewers.
Gotten pretty good at communicating with this troll.
Lots of prior experience. Worked with idiots my whole life.
Bad mushrooms? What's that about?
Pops mold. The spores are highly toxic. One whiff and you're dead. Unless you're a troll, that is.
Yes. Bad. Bad troll.
Not talking to you, dimwit. Where was I? Ah, mold spores. They cover the walls of the sewers other side of the vault. Actually thought it was a good thing, you know? A bit of extra protection. Thieves found a way through it.
Bart, you see them?
Bart through hole. Want see boom. Got what? Breathe. Shroom. Sleep go. Your phone gone. Bad troll.
Now, stiff up a lip.
Try to track down the thief yourself?
Of course. Hired this lummox, Fons, thick enough not to ask questions. We knocked back some Pop's antidote and entered the sewers. Soon after, I returned alone.
What happened?
Lad started belching something horrendous. I mean, burps with so much mass the walls shook. Told him, Fons, stop. You're in the presence of a count. Well, former count, but still. And then he puked up. Up came most of the antidote. Lost his protection. Tried to pull him out. Then I heard a bubbling. Something crawled out of the water. I value the lives of my men, I do. But I value my own even more. Dropped Fons and ran like hell.
Mind describing this something that crawled out of the water?
No. Doesn't mean I can, though. Air in the sewer's thick with spores. Can hardly see a thing down there.
Must have noticed something. Was it...
No! Didn't notice a fucking thing. Didn't do a taxonomic field analysis either. I know it's an inconvenience to you, but I felt I should get the hell out of there as fast as I could.
Should look around the sewers. Got any more of that Pop's antidote?
Have a few vials left. Got the formula too. Disgusting swill, to be honest. But it'll save your life. Here.
Thanks.
You've naught to thank me for, literally. You're no good to me if you suffocate. Listen, I'll be upstairs if you need me. Sight of this empty vault's giving me an ulcer. Good luck to you.
Definitely came through here. Dandelion, what the hell have you gotten yourself into?
Alright, I think I'm going to